Yeah, the day got a little bit breezy. But I know I don't have to tell you, it didn't start out that way. Right around sunrise, there was no wind at all down here on Tongue Creek. Mist was floating through the valley, and the air was filled with soft morning sounds. But it didn't take long for a little bit of a breeze to come up. That's kind of standard here in the southern Alberta foothills. As the day warms up, the air begins to move around. By the time I got to the upper Stimson Creek Valley, though, it was more than a breeze. It was blowing hard enough that this red-tailed hawk barely had to move its wings to hover like a hummingbird. And this hunting coyote must have had scent coming from every direction. It was blowing so hard I kind of wondered if maybe it put the bends in this creek. It was rattling the new leaves on the poplars and ruffling the fur of these Columbia ground squirrels. But at least they could duck down their burrows to get out of it. Further down the road, I found this young trumpeter swan swimming around all by itself. But when it came across a couple of families of Canada geese, they didn't mind if it joined in. I passed through an old burn area that did nothing to slow down the wind and stopped again at a meadow that was filled with flowers. The crocuses, they're just about done. But the shooting stars have started. Man, it was tough getting them in focus as they whipped in the breeze. Being a glutton for wind punishment, I kept on going up to the heights of the Porcupine Hills. The wind was even stronger up here, but this bluebird, well, he was doing fine. Out in the open, though, the only things flying around were the clouds. These ones even had a little snow in them. But they blew by quickly, and the sun shone down on the pines and the buffalo beans. And in the relative calm of the lee on the east side of the hills, wild strawberries. But as I continued on east with my own road dust passing me, I hit this. Gusts were tearing the dirt off a recently sowed field and sending it flying through the air. How hard was it blowing? Enough to paste straw against this barbed wire fence. It certainly made an interesting end to the day. Calm in the morning, breezy in the afternoon. Springtime in southern Alberta.